Hi, hope you're learning well. Today's topic we will talk about log analysis. So what exactly this logs and what is the use case of this logs and how to implement this log analysis today we will talk about in this video. So if we talk about log analysis is the process of reviewing, interpreting and extracting some meaningful information from log files generated by various systems. Yes, if you are using the cloud storage, it generate the logs. If you're using the BigQuery, it generate the logs. If you're using the PubSub, it generate the logs. So if we talk about what is the use case of log analysis, right? It can be help you for troubleshooting and debugging. It can work for performance monitoring, security and compliance, and of course the capacity planning. It helps you user behavior analytics as well. Operational efficiency, root cause of analysis, predictive maintenance, these all be the use case of log analysis. So coming to this part, if this is all the important factor and this all the things that log can help you, why not to use it? But the question comes how to use this logs, where these logs are available in Google Cloud. When you're using the BigQuery, if I want to use this logs for the further analysis, how can I get this logs into my BigQuery? And if we talk about in cloud storage, if we talk about the PubSub, we have all this option. So let's start with today the log analysis. If you talk about log, let me logger. You have to just go and search logging explorer, and you see here this option, get the log router, and you see that this is the sync. So how it works, what is the use of this sync? So let's say if you want to do the analysis, you want the log for cloud storage, you want this data, this log for the cloud storage for any bucket, you have to pass the information here. So I want the data of a log of my cloud storage, and I want to store this data in a bucket, this log. So what I will do, so cloud storage, so I'll give the name like logger. Okay, you can give any logical name, you can give any description, and go into the next, and it will ask you where is the destination. So related to the cloud storage, what are the logs you need it, where do you want to store this, and the bucket. So you have to define the bucket. Let me check. So first I will do what, I will create one bucket. Let me create a new bucket here. Log taken already, I guess this location US will be fine. Okay, everything is fine. So let's create this bucket. Related to cloud storage, what are the bucket, what are the logs I want to store into this bucket, and just take a look. Select the service type and destination for the logs, routing sync. Logs routed to cloud storage are written early, so this will be batch job. So it's not that you just created the bucket and the log will start coming. No, it will take an hour. So usually it is a batch job, so of course it will not show the logs immediately. It will take some time, of course, the hour wise. So let me select. So these are the sync, source, destination option you have. Logging bucket, BigQuery. If you want logs of BigQuery, you can get it. Cloud storage, PubSub, Splunk, Cloud Project, other as well. So right now I'm looking for cloud storage logs, and this logs I want to store where. You just go and select. This is the bucket, destination, next. So rest are if you want to do some restriction, you know, that filter. Okay, some logs data which is coming and you want to add some filter, so you can put some filter. So I'm just not using this. I will just keep this part. Rest of rest are optional, so I will just create the sync, and you see that the service and the destination sync has been created. Now I will go to the log router. You can see here these are the default is available. you see that bucket logo. Okay, it looks very simple, but you have to give the authentication to access this bucket. So what you have to do it, very important, um, you have to go IAM, and from there you have to give the access for this bucket. Let me go to this and get details. So the small thing you have to do it, that's very important to access this bucket, to sync from this logger and get the data. So what you have to do it, you have to just copy the service account. Usually if you copy, okay, the service account you can see here, and go to this IAM, and you have to give the access and the privilege, what all the access can do it. So you see here, when you copy it, it come with service account, so you have to make small edit, make sure that you are doing proper, else it won't work. Okay, that's done, and now you have to go and give the simple access. Okay, for this, so I will give it, you can just create it object user, object admin. So there are different access. You have to always remember that it will give the limited access as per the requirements. So I will go with the creator, user, viewer. Okay, I guess creator is sufficient, does not give permission to view, delete. So I'm giving the limited access. This always be very important whenever you're giving this account, service account, and giving the access. It does matter what access you want to give it. So as per the requirement, you said this is very important, else it won't, if you don't give this access, it won't work. So now no change principal already exists. So okay, I have already done this for you, because this takes an hour, and for the demo I have already created this. I will show it to you. So this is already accessed, but if you're doing the first time, it will show you the policy updated. Okay, I have already done, so it is showing the principal already accessed only. So now what happened, this process completed. Now what all the logs on the cloud storage, right, it will reflect into this bucket, this log bucket. Not now, but it will take some time. Okay, this bucket and afterward. So of course it's you cannot wait for Anna. So for your demo purpose, I have already done this, and let me show you how this logs look like. So this is the bucket which I had created, and here you can see this is the cloud audit google.com, and you see that activity data access. Let me go into this, and you see that date, year, date, month, it's 12. Okay, date is 5th, so I did this yesterday, and yeah, and you see that all the files are in JSON format. This is all the logs generated, and what you want with this dot means you make the data centralized. The data is in JSON format. You can import this data into the different tools, and you can do all your analysis, of course. So all the logs of your cloud storage are available. You can download it, or you can import, you can export as per your requirement, and you can start using the analysis as per your requirement. Now this is what the logs and the data in your clouds bucket. So what will happen after 1 hour, means it's 5, 4, 7, right after, after 1 hour, if I see that the logs start coming here as well. Okay, it is empty, so that's great. So this is a quick overview how to sync your logs to the different platform using your log router. Okay, always remember that when you're doing that, don't forget to give this access to IAM. All right. Now, as we see that there are multiple options we have, right? We have multiple options, to sync to different platforms. So let's say this time we will try with a BigQuery. So let's try with this. The process will remain the same. BigQuery log. Okay, let me open the BigQuery and let me create a data set. What's the data set? Let me, okay, logs. Let's make it simple. Let's make it into multi-region, and the data set is created logs. Okay, so I will refer this data set from now onwards here. So sync description, I will just skip this, and sync service, this time I want to use the BigQuery, and it will ask you the data set where it will fetch the logs and will store into that data set table. So yeah, logs you can select. I don't want to end partition, and I will skip rest option, not needed. Here also you have filtration, so let me go to the create sync. Successful created, data should be available soon. It is also performing the batch job, guys. Okay, so what I will do, I will go to the log router and I will check. Okay, well, volume, destination, cloud storage bucket. Yep. So BigQuery dataset, cloud PubSub, this I have done before, so this all you can monitor from there itself. And here I have BigQuery log. What I will do, I will do the same thing. First you have to give the authentication, right? So it's simple. What you will do, go to this, view sync details, copy the service account, and simple go to IAM and give this access. While pasting, you make sure that you have to make a small change. You have to just edit this part. It is coming while you're making copy, and now from here you have to give the access. Okay, so BigQuery, you have admin, service agent, connection user. So I will suggest big data editor. Okay, and then you can go for save. Yeah, that is sufficient, and it will take some time. So yep, this is the log. Okay, it will take some time to get the data into this data set. We'll see later. It takes time. So for the demo purpose, I will show it to you how it show the data. Let me click onto this. The tables, how it look like. It's a nested table. Some of the data you can see. Okay, it's a nested table. And the data it fetch, and how it store. The similar you can see after in this logs data set also. Okay, because it takes time, so we cannot wait for that. So what I have done, that I can show it to you in today's video. And if you see a new tab, let's do some analysis. Let me write it start from. Okay, and let me execute this job, and you see that showing the first 500 columns. For performance reason, consider modifying your query, show fewer columns. So of course it will not show all the 500 columns. So the log name, resource name, you can see it keeps showing you all the columns with the records. Okay, policy, result per page as well. If you want to see the data in chart, or you know how it looks, right? I guess it takes time, so let's get into the JSON. Yeah, so the JSON, you can see the JSON output, the records which just show it for all the columns here. Okay, so all the records are coming JSON. Similarly, it is coming not all but few records in terms of columns. So you see that the few records, row number 1. Okay, it's coming. Okay, so now as per the analysis, you can write the job for this. You can do the further analysis as well. If you want to see the result, you know that how the your looker works in the graphical format. So you can use it as for all the features of the BigQuery. It's similar like a table, and what all the further analysis you do. If the data is there, you can write a job and you can see the result as well. In your looker sheet, you can see the job output also. So this is all about how it works in the BigQuery, and similar. Okay, as I said, that will take some time there, so you have to wait for that, and later you can try with the logs data onto that. So it is all the batch job. So this is all about log analysis from the different platform, source to destination, about the log analysis. I hope you learn well. Thank you. Hey, don't forget to download our app for access to free courses and interactive quizzes. Stay connected with us on social media for updates and free content. See you next time. Happy learning.